A dream without a plan is just a wish, and a vision without action is nothing more than a hallucination. Today, let's talk about shifting from I wish to I will, how to move from excuses to execution. Oh, you know what's up? Turn me up. I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope that you are doing well. Well, I want to welcome you to another edition of In the Mix. I'm your host with the most, yours truly, Dr. Eddie Connor, and it is an honor that you have joined me today. We're going to tackle a tremendous topic entitled I Wish to I Will. So I want you to share this with somebody. Share this with somebody. Come on. Tag somebody, text somebody, tell somebody, share this link with somebody, invite them into this courageous conversation. We're shifting from I wish to I will, I wish to I will, how to move from excuses to execution. Let's jump into it because I got a number of different strategies for you that are going to bode well for you if you have that I will tenacity mentality. I'm going to really tackle the whole aspect because we've got to really be practical. We got to be strategic. We got to overcome the mental barriers that are in our mind. We got to overcome excuses. We got to shift into execution with intention. You know, a lot of people, listen, a lot of us, we just have a lot of dreams, but no plans. We have a lot of ideas, but no implementation, no intentionality, no follow through. I remember I was watching as a kid, Michael Jordan hit that shot, infamous shot in his last shot in a Bulls uniform against the Utah Jazz in 1998. Won his sixth championship, and he held this pose that was just iconic. Interesting. He starts his career in North Carolina. He gets put on the map hitting a shot to win the game. He gets his sixth championship hitting a shot to win the game. And interesting how life just came full circle. And he's almost like he was posing as he hit that last shot. And the interviewer pulls him to the side after he, was in celebration, adulation, and just real demonstrative with, the celebration all. And they asked me, he said, well, MJ, what were you doing? Were you posing for that last shot? He said, no, I was just following through because everything kept coming up short. And here's the thing. A lot of us, when life comes up short for us, when we keep shooting and we're missing and nothing seems to be working, here's what we do. We stop following through. We don't alter our mechanics. We don't alter the whole aspect of the foundational element of what it is that we're shooting at. Do I need to work on the target? Is my aim wrong? Or X, Y, Z. We just give up and we don't keep shooting. And hear me, you always miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Family, just type I will. Type I will. Type I will. I will follow through. I will follow through. We have dreams with no plans. We have no follow through. We're in a spirit. We have adopted a spirit of procrastination. Procrastination always keeps us in a place of stagnation. No implementation. Fear has encompassed our mind. We're so fearful that we're not faithful. We're so fearful that we're not fruitful. You're doing a whole lot of praying, but you're not promoting online, offline, your business, your idea that you want to shift into income. And how is it going to happen? I was talking to my brother the other day. I said, you know what? Whatever you don't talk about, whatever you don't promote, whatever you don't let other people know about, to a certain degree, it doesn't exist. You could have the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah, you could have the best invention, but if there's no implementation for it, there's no marketing plan, if there's no business development, you can have the best thing, but if nobody knows about it, it doesn't exist. If it's not planned properly, it doesn't exist. If it's not planned properly, it'll never become a part of my property. Doubt has overtaken our mind oftentimes. And here's the thing. Many of us don't do anything because we don't know where to start. We don't know how to start. And so we just don't start at all. Are you hearing what I'm saying? We don't know where to start. We don't know how to start. So we just don't start at all. Imagine if I had that for the excuses of what it is when it came to me writing a book, knowing that there was a book inside of me. But I decided to say, what if I continue just to say, I'm just going to procrastinate? And yes, I did for some years. But I wouldn't be at book number 18 like I'm at right now if I didn't move into a place of execution and take all the excuses off the table as to why it won't work. To shift from I wish to I will. Oh, I wish I could be an author. But will I actually put in the work to be an author? And what I love about it is that I just don't write books. I show people how to write them. Yeah, there's somebody who I'm talking to right now. I know it's you. I hope it's you. Yeah, it's you. New York Times said 80% of people want to write books. 3% only do. 3% actually do, but only 1% publish. 80% of people want to write books. 3% actually do, but only 1% publish. I'm trying to get this here. Yeah, I understand the 80%. A lot of people are always, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to become. This is how I want to overcome. This is my plan, but they have no strategy for it. Many of us are in that 80%. We have a wish, but we don't have a will. The 1% have done it. My problem more than anything is with the 3%. You published it. You've written it rather, but you haven't published it. Many of us, we've written the vision. We've made it plain, but we're not running with it. We're not doing anything with it. We're in a place of procrastination because we have not taken action. Speaking of all that, those of you who want to write a book, I got a bestseller book blueprint. Go get that. Download that. You can download it right now, EddieConnor.com, EddieConnor.com. If you want to write your book, listen, I'm showing you how to do that. Go download my bestseller book blueprint. This is what I wish I had when I was starting to write a book, because I made a plethora of mistakes. I wish somebody showed me these ropes, and so nobody did it for me. I'm going to do it for you. We're talking right now. I wished I will. How to move from excuses to execution. It is time to shift from wishing to manifesting. I need you to hear me. It's time to shift from hoping to achieving. It's time to shift from quitting to conquering. And today, what I'm going to give you some strategies. I think I've already been giving those to you. I just didn't itemize them. I just didn't tell you such and such is number one, but I think I've already been giving you some things. But let's take it even further and farther. I want to give you some strategies on how to shift from I wish to I will, from excuses to execution. Because for some of us, if we'll be honest with us, if we'll be honest with ourselves, this year looks like other years. Due to your level of procrastination, this year looks like the same old type of thing, because you have not done anything. Passive thoughts have to become intentional actions. Has to be. Passive thoughts have to become intentional actions. And how does it happen? Number one, type this, family. Type mindset matters. Mindset matters. Type it. Mindset matters. You have to develop this. You have to develop an I can, I will, and I must mentality. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You have to develop that. I can, I will, I must. A lot of us have the I can mentality. Oh, I got these affirmations and XYZ. But affirmations don't shift into action until you put some I will. I must. Procrastination always prevents progression. I need you to hear me. Procrastination always prevents progression. It does. Procrastination has to be shifted into progression. Stop preventing your next level. Stop telling yourself what you can't do, what you won't become, what you won't overcome. And you got to shift that mindset. You got to start talking some life into yourself. You got to start holding yourself accountable. Too much misery is in the mentality. Too many of us have a negative mindset. Too many of us are so scared to move because you're so focused on what other people are going to say. Their opinions never pay your bills. Woo! Is this thing on? Well, wish I had somebody talking to me. Come on, mindset matters, family. Procrastination will always prevent progression. You can't pay your bills with people's opinions. You can't forge into your future with other people's opinions. Can't do it. People will always have an opinion about you. But you have to get to this particular place to say, you know what? You can have your opinion of me, but your opinion of me won't have me. Let me talk to you. You can have your opinion of me, but your opinion of me won't have me. Your negative opinion of me won't be a prison for me. You can have your opinion of me, your negative opinion of me, but it's not going to have me. It ain't going to have me losing sleep at night. Ain't going to have me doubting myself. It ain't going to have me talking myself out of what God wants me to step into. It's not going to have me in a cesspool of trauma. Your opinion of me, hear me, won't make me hate me. Or to tell every enemy, your opinion of me ain't going to make me try to make you like me. Your opinion of me ain't going to make me try to make me do what you want me to do. Yeah. I'm moving to that particular place of I wish to I will. Secondly, number 2, family, I want you to write this down. Come on, that mindset. We got to get that mindset together. Overcoming stinking thinking, overcoming procrastination mindset, overcoming all the reasons why it won't work. The scarcity mindset, the emotional snipers, the vision snipers, overcoming it. Number 2, commit to your commitments. Type that, write that, type that, write that, write that, type that. Number 1, mindset matters. Number 2, commit to your commitments. We're talking about I wish to I will, how to move from excuses to execution. That's what we got to do. Commit to your commitments, family. You said this is what you will do. No need for you to get mad about not achieving it. If it's to be, it's up to me. Come on. Where's the heart of the champion at? If it's to be, it's up to me. I'm not getting enough support, and XYZ, and my finances and my faith don't seem to see eye to eye, and they're looking cross-eyed. Stop talking all about all these excuses and understand that God and me are a majority. If you take one step, he's going to double and triple and quadruple your progress. Commit to your commitments. You have to create a strategy to achieve your goals. See, here's what we do. We itemize a list of these are my goals. But what we don't create in addition to those goals are the strategic steps for implementation on how to bring the vision to action. After you write your goals, you need to also write out, this is how I will achieve that particular goal. Come on, you want to lose weight? Some people want to gain weight, muscle mass, whatever the case may be. What will you do each and every single day to get you toward that goal? Not just creating a to-do list. Yeah, I feel you. Yep, Mac is giving me the thumbs up on it. Thank you for letting me know I'm talking right. Hear me. You have to not just create a to-do list. You have to create a not to-do list. This is not only what I will do, this is what I won't do. Because oftentimes doing what I should not be doing stops me from getting to the goal. Yeah, the movie is Despicable Me, right? And Apostle Paul said, when I would do good, evil is present. I see a law, there's a warring in my mind. The thing that I wouldn't do, I shouldn't do, I do. The thing that I do, should do, I don't even do. The confusion, the delusion, the duality. Right? And then now you're looking at your goal and you're looking at where you are and what you wanted to do and who it is that you are don't even see eye to eye. They don't even match up. You saying, oh, it's Despicable Me. Why? Because you didn't overcome and seize the opportunity. Commit to your commitments. Give yourself a deadline. Give yourself a time frame to accomplish this particular goal of what it is that you want to see come to fruition. Too many of us were wasting time scrolling on social media. You're wasting time binge watching Netflix. You're wasting time watching everybody else live their dream. But why not you? Why not you? Why not now? Family, just type now. Shout out, salute to all of you who are watching us. Yeah, thank you so much for watching us. It's In the Mix. You're watching In the Mix, but why are you not a member of In the Mix? Become a member of In the Mix. Link is in the chat. Links in the description of this video for how and where to become a member of In the Mix. Those of you who have a digital decal in our live chat, yeah, that lets me know that you are a member. You're a dedicated member. And not just a member, you are a supporter. I appreciate that. Appreciate you being a supporter of the show. Go ahead, get a digital decal now by becoming an In the Mix member. Go ahead and do that right now. Choose one of those three options that pop up when you click that link. When you tap that link, VIP, Royalty, OQP, choose one of those three. My gift to you is to give you access to our members only area. A lot of courageous content, a lot of what I call Connor's Corner. It's my Connor's Corner, and got a lot of content in Connor's Corner. Unlock the unlimited, get an all access pass right now. Get that digital decal. Let me know that you're a partner, you're a supporter. You got to give yourself a time frame. Because if you don't give yourself a time frame, the same goal that you had in 1960, you're going to have right now. The same goal that you had 2 years ago, you're going to have 2 years later. Got to move the needle forward. Got to shift from I wished I will. Got to move into a place of execution. Take all the excuses off the table as to why it won't work. Give yourself a timeline. Give yourself a time frame. Create a timetable. Create a clear structure of every single day. I'm doing something to get me towards my goal. Get me closer to it. Closer to my dreams. I think that's what the songwriter Guapale said. What are you doing to get yourself closer to your dreams? Closer to the purpose that God has and called for your life. Closer to developing yourself, closer to healing, closer to overcoming the traumatic experiences of what it is that you went through. Closer so that you can't heal if you keep on picking the wound. And here's what I understand. Wounded warriors still win. Let me move on. Let me move on, my friend. Wounded warriors still win. Let me move on, my friend. Got to win while you're wounded. Told you number one, mindset matters. We're talking about I wished I will, how to move from excuses to execution. If you just join us, I appreciate you. Join us. Stick and stay. Stick and stay. Yeah. Number one, mindset matters. Number two, commit to your commitments. Thirdly, you have to embrace imperfection. Number three, embrace imperfection. God does not use perfect people. You look throughout the scripture, you look throughout the Bible, he always uses imperfect people to perfect people. Abraham, David, you look at Samson, you can look at, to a certain degree, Paul. You can look at the prophets. Come on, you can look at Peter. You can look at anybody in scripture other than Jesus who was totally perfect and divine without blemish. God uses imperfect people to perfect people. You don't have it all together. None of us do. And for you to think you have it all together before you act on something is absolutely ridiculous. Whoever told you that, you heard that from an imperfect person. Come on. Stop letting guilt eat you up. Stop letting your mistakes and your mishaps and your misfortunate circumstances stop you and muzzle you and shame you out of shining. Too many of us, it is paralysis by analysis, and it is analysis by paralysis. That feeling of perfection paralyzes, prevents action. Here's what it's got to be. Need you to hear me. Progress over perfection. Family, just type progress. Progress over perfection. Each and every single day that you're getting better because you're doing something different to get something different. Doing the same old thing, expecting a different result means you straight up crazy. You're insane. You gonna always stay stuck like Chuck in a pickup truck. You're never gonna move to another level. You're never gonna put your dream in drive. You're always gonna be reversed because you are cursed based upon guilt, shame, and how other people view you. Stop viewing yourself through the eyes and the lens of other people. Because here's what it's doing. It's breeding fear and it's breeding insecurity. And because you're so insecure, now you're always comparing yourself with other people. And here's what scripture says. When you compare yourself with others, in so doing, you are not wise. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison would always put you in a place of procrastination. Comparison will always have you reaching but never grasping. The time is now, or the time will never be. Time, I need you to hear me. Time does not wait for the perfect you. So why are you waiting for the perfect time? Time does not wait for the perfect you. So why are you waiting for the perfect time? Here's what I understand. The time is now. You got to get to that particular place. Why not me? Why not now? My next is now. I'm going to take the next steps now to get to where I need to be. Last but not least, consistency is king and queen. Family, just type consistency. Consistency is king and queen. I hope you've been getting something from this so far. I hope you've been getting something from this. I will, I can, I will, I must. Trust. Consistency is king. Too many of us, you start one thing today and you end it the same day. There's no consistency. You know what you're consistent doing and being? You're consistent with being inconsistent. That's where your consistency is. For many of us, your inconsistency is consistency. You're always pulled away by your feelings, how you feel. And if you don't feel like doing it, you don't do it. You don't feel like being successful. Oh, one particular day you're on cloud nine. Oh, yeah, you did about 50 things in one day. The next day, you can barely get out to bed. You have no motivation. And matter of fact, beyond motivation, that's the problem. Many of us were just looking for motivation when you need to have determination. Consistency is not about motivation. Motivation comes and it goes. Consistency is about determination. I don't feel like doing it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I don't feel like focusing, but I'm going to focus anyway. I don't feel like reading or writing or developing or doing whatever needs to be done, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to show up every day. I'm going to be doing what I need to do every day. It doesn't have to be something that is so gigantic and enormous and monstrous, even if it's for 5 minutes, even if it's for 10 minutes, even if it's for 15 minutes. Okay, you didn't write a chapter today, but you did about 10 or 15 minutes worth of work. You didn't do an hour and a half worth of working out today, but you did 30 minutes. Something is better than nothing. Creating healthy boundaries, putting certain parameters in place is going to be the key ingredient that increases your level of success. And here's what you do. You itemize, you strategize, you organize, you prioritize, you implement. You hold yourself accountable and you see what is working, what is not working. And whatever does not work, you tweak that. But how do you know what won't work if you won't even try it? Here's what I understand. The difference between try and triumph is that little oomph. The difference between try and triumph is that little oomph. And you'll never know if you will triumph or not if you don't put in that little oomph. That oomph is that work. It's that work ethic. It's that execution. Family, just type champion. Type champion. And here's what I understand about work. Work means to become. Work means to cultivate. Work means to develop. This is not going to come by osmosis. You got to roll up your sleeves. You got to do what it takes to be successful and to push yourself to manifest and maximize your purpose. Got to refine it along the way. Steve Jobs said, the late great Steve Jobs, the developer of the iPhone, said this: when you have a passion for what you do, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. Come on. What is really pulling you to be successful? What is really pulling you to be great? What have you yet to discover? Maybe if you've discovered it, you haven't developed it. You haven't deployed yourself into it. You got to discover it. Got to develop it. Got to deploy it. Doing something with it to get to the next level. Somebody's waiting for you to become who you are so they can become who they're supposed to be. Here's the question: how much longer will you make them wait? Consistency is king. Consistency is queen. Here's what I also understand. You have to fail forward. There are going to be some things that you try that are not going to always work when you work it. But here's what I understand. All work works. Oh, this is good. There's some things that you're going to try and that are going to not always work. But here's what I understand. All work works. All things work together for the good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. All work works. Why? Because I'm able to try and I'm able to see what is pushing me forward, what is a stalemate, what is keeping me stagnant, what do I need to tweak, what do I need to fix. Failing forward. Here's what I understand. Failure is feedback. Failure is feedback. It lets me know, okay, am I on the right track? Do I need to course correct this? What I need to do in this area? What I need to do for that? Failure is feedback. Here's what I also understand. Failure is fertilizer for your future. Fertilizer stinks. Yeah, it stinks to feel like you're stuck. It stinks to feel like you're stagnant. It stinks when you try something, it doesn't really work for you, especially the first time that you try it. Come on, but at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. It stinks when you don't get the support from the people who you thought you should have got the support from. It stinks, but here's what I understand. Fertilizer works. Fertilizer gets into the soil. Fertilizer makes things grow. Fertilizer makes things green. Stop giving yourself the red light and look at all the green lights that are around you. Shift from stop to go and use the failure as fertilizer to grow. Family, I hope you got it. I hope you got it. Got to shift from I wish to I will. Dream without a plan is just a wish. A vision without action is nothing more than a hallucination. Shifting from I wish to I will takes execution. Your mindset matters. Got to get that together. What you're thinking dictates where you're going or lack thereof. What you're thinking dictates what you're speaking, and what you speak will dictate how you act. Got to commit to your commitments. You start something, see it through. Follow through. Got to embrace the imperfection. None of us are perfect, but we're worth it. Progress over perfection. Last but not least, consistency is king and queen. Stop being consistently inconsistent. Go for it with the I can, I will, and I must mentality. That's what it's about. Family, just type execute, 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 execute the gift, execute the purpose, execute the opportunity, execute the idea. I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. It's not as a debt that you owe, it is a seed that you sow. You know this spoke life into your life. You know you needed this. Now I want you to sow into this. I want you to sow into your execution. I want you to sow into your season. I want you to sow into your vision. I want you to sow into progress. I want you to sow into your mindset. I want you to sow into committing to your commitments. I want you to sow into using the negative steam to power your dream. I want you to sow into your progress over your perfection. I want you to sow into your consistency swiftly. Do that even now. We've been having a super conversation. Drop a super chat, drop a super sticker, super thanks. Yeah, somebody's thankful for this word that you heard. You needed this. You were just only going by motivation, not knowing that you needed determination. You were getting ready to call it quits. You were getting ready to throw in the towel. But no, you're going to stand firm. Having done all to stand, stand. So into this word that you've heard, yes, you can help to broaden this broadcast, to take this word to cities and communities, neighborhoods and nations. You can help us to streamline this success into a word of substance into somebody else's life, heart, soul, mind, and spirit. Yes, you can sow online. Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries, Dr. Eddie Ministries, Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. I appreciate you. Yeah, for the Cash App, the Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at gmail.com. I appreciate you for the super chat, the super sticker, for engaging the super conversation. I appreciate you. And I'm praying that every spirit of procrastination is broken off your life. You're not going to stop. You're going to start. And hear me. If you start, you will finish. I'm believing God's giving you a finisher's anointing. A finisher's anointing rest on your life. You're going to run on and you're going to see what the end is going to be. There's going to be provision simply because you're walking by faith with your vision. The conference is yours. The idea is yours. The contract is yours. The land is yours. The property is yours. The business is yours. It's already yours. Walk in it. If you're not a member of my Eagles community, you need to join that now. After hearing this message today, after hearing day after day in the mix, the consistency of a consistent word, you know you need to be in a virtual village. You can't do this all on your own. No one grows in a silo. Join me. Join so many of our other community members. Yeah, it's giving you the thumbs up. I want you to give our community the thumbs up so that you can soar into greater success and purpose. If you spread your wings, you're going to win. Let me show you how to do that with strategy, structure, solutions, and systems to take your vision to another dimension. No, you don't have to spend $1,000 to do it. No, you don't have to be mentally exhausted trying to do it. No, it doesn't not going to take you away from your family and your friends and all that and offset your future. But you're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to put your vision into a place of implementation. You're going to have to follow the strategies of what it is that I give. And if you work it, it's going to work for you, for your business, for your relationships, for your spiritual growth, for your financial stability and well-being. Get around other eagles, other individuals who are soaring to another dimension. You owe it to you to do it. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. Do that even now. Soar into our virtual village. Let me coach you, teach you, train you, mentor you, empower you to soar to another dimension at theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. Family, were you transformed by this conversation? If so, drop some eagle emojis in the chat. That lets you know that you're soaring. Drop some eagle emojis in the chat. We're soaring to another level. We're soaring to another dimension. Family, in the mix. It's out of time, but trust me, I'm not out of truth. And so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. Yeah, we roll each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday. For In the Mix, right here on the YouTube side, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah, I've been growing your greatness. Help me to grow our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. Share this with somebody. Share this link with somebody. It's going to empower them. Sincere salute and shout out to all of you who are watching us on our sister satellite stations on social media. I just got a question for you. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Well, then step this way, step that way. Which way? By friending me, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop at EddieConnorJr. Put some respect on my name. EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. And I want you to show up this coming Sunday to our amazing church, the Remnant Worshipers Ministry, where I serve as a pastor. And I know that there is an amazing word that God has for you. You owe it to you to be a part of our word and worship experience. Yeah, powerful prayer, praise, and preach word. You owe it to you to be there. And you say, well, where's the address? 20470 Hubble Street in the city of Detroit is where I'm saving you a seat. A church alive is worth the flight of the drive. When you arrive, you're going to be empowered to thrive and be revived at 20470 Hubble Street. Join us there. I want to see your face in the place. Tell somebody, bring somebody. Can't wait to see you, greet you, and meet you there. Check out our church at the website, trwchurch.org, to get more information about our church. You can also get any of my books. Let's take it to another level. You hear me talk, but you know you need some literature from me. I got plenty of books for you. 18 books that I've written as ebooks, audiobooks, hard copies. You can get signed copies as well at my website, EddieConnor.com, EddieConnor.com. I don't just write books. I show you how to write your book. Yeah, I show you how to write your book, to take your manuscript to the marketplace, to become an industry authority as an author, to increase your sales, all of that and more. Whether you are an aspiring author or a published author already, I'm giving you the strategies that I wish I had when I was starting early in the game. I've made all the mistakes, and I'm sharing with you the solutions, the strategies, and the resources of how to be a best-selling author and how to increase your reach. And as you increase your reach, you're going to increase your sales. Without a big social media following too. Yeah. You can also get my Successful Speaker Strategies digital video training guide, where I'm talking to you about the art of communication. What words are your words are a paintbrush. What picture are you painting when you're speaking? Whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Show you how to wow your audience, be invited back, to develop your signature story, so much and so more. So much more that I've got in store for you there. Download both of those resources. You can get them now. EddieConnor.com. EddieConnor.com. Speaking of speaking, if you're looking for a dynamic speaker, why would you look any further? You know that I'm the man for the job. So invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your podcast, your session, put me on your calendar. Let's make some progression. All you have to do is email me to invite me, info@eddieconnor.com. And it would be an honor for me to empower you. It really would be. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother. And I mean that from another mother. Family has been fun, but brother got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. It really has been beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you, I'm talking to you now, to remember to keep the faith and believe there's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. I realize the extent of your development is connected to the extent of your investment. What I mean, invest little, develop little. But we're investing much into you as you invest in yourself by developing your purpose, developing your goals and your dreams and your ideals and your ideas, shifting you from ideas to income. Where does this all happen at? I'm so glad you asked. It takes place in our Eagles Academy. All you have to do is go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed, to shift your ideas into income, your contacts into contracts, really to grow your ideas, your impact, and your influence. You owe it to you to invest in you. And as a result of it, now you are able to be coached and mentored and be a part of our live trainings with yours truly. Yeah, with me, along with a host of other leaders and trendsetters and trailblazers and accountability partners. No one grows in a silo. The power of mentorship, it takes what I've learned in years and months and I give it to you in minutes. What I've learned in decades and I can give it to you in days. To be a part of our private Facebook group, to get guided feedback through our Eagle's Nest reflections, to get access to all of the content, all the live sessions and the trainings of business development, of financial stewardship, of the impact and empowerment that only takes place when you go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. Again, when you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. But it doesn't just stop there. You want to develop your book? Then guess what? You are an aspiring author. You need to get my bestseller book blueprint. It's available right now. accessidentity.org/author. All of the insight of what it is that I have used to write 18 books and be a best-selling author. You owe it to you to get your hands on that. You also owe it to you to get my Successful Speaker Strategies download. I'm telling you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Let me show you how to develop your communication. There's an art to communication. Let me show you how to develop that. Go right now as well to accessidentity.org/speaker. And then I am blessed to pastor the Remnant Worshipers Church. I want you to be a part of the church that I am pastoring at right now. Is such a great thing of what it is that God has fashioned us to do. And it's taking place right here in the city of Detroit, 10 a.m. every Sunday, 6 p.m. we have prayer on Tuesdays, and then 7 p.m. on those same Tuesdays, we have TNT Tuesdays, Truth and Transformation. It's amazing. You want to be a part of it. Go right now, trwchurch.org, and then I want to see your face in the place this Sunday at 20470 Hubble Street. I'm doing my best to save you a seat. Powerful prayer, praise, and a preach word. Can't wait to see your face in the place at the Remnant Worshipers Church.